This is the Sega Can Gamer, and you are live with the MMA-Holes!
Mixed Martial A-Holes! MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial A-hole.
Human.
Boom, 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 boom.
No way.
From the Queen Studios of New York, PFL 7, Rama versus Abdallah. We are reacting. We are your fight buddies. We are the MMA-Holes. Wonderful, wonderful. What's up, MMA-Holes? I hope everyone is wonderful. And we are reacting to PFL numero 7. It's exciting, it's swole, it's sexy. And there it is. The fight card on Tapology. Rama versus Abdallah. Sounds like the battle of the terrorists. Who knows? But yeah, we're going to be reacting to this shit. PFL, if I'm not mistaken, this is the last fight of the regular season. So that's fun. And we do this for every PFL fight. So the main card, the MMA-Holes, the best goddamn community in the world. Inside this phone over here, everyone drop a wonderful hello chat room. Hello JBH.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm just posting on Instagram
IG
right now. So be prepared at the MMA-Holes on Instagram.
That's right.
The best status that we'll have all week, all for the lifetime of the MMA-Holes on Instagram.
The best status?
I don't know.
The best post. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Good. I'm trying to get my like thing taken care of over here as we have technical difficulties. Our OBS, our computer has been working very weird tonight. So stay tuned for the cringe. And we are live on YouTube, and we are also re-uploading this if we want to on Podbean. That's right. Podbean is what we're on as well. So you can check that out. We have a rotating thing over here, a new feature on the MMA-Holes. We have a sponsor rotation over there, so you can check out that and all the autism around the screen. And yeah, PFL's in Atlantic City. They're ending up the regular season over here. And let's touch upon the points system for PFL. Right? There's a little bit of a point system. And on the MMAHoles.com is where you can see that. And everything else that you need in life is on the MMAHoles.com as well. The internet is a faggot tonight. What is up?
You gonna rap one-on-one show?
Yo, what's up? Gay Robot fucking 69.
You're gonna need a fucking army.
Start it off.
Take them belts off me.
I am Gay Robot Fucker 69. Eat my robot dick.
And welcome to Podbean. Thank you to all of our new listeners.
Yeah, the Gay Robot. Thank you. I appreciate that, Gay Robot. You're a goddamn celebrity. And you are wonderful. Wonderful. We are starting the show off with 20 likes.
20 likes.
I've got fucking
20 likes.
Yeah.
20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. I hope the dislikes die of
leprosy. All right.
That was great.
You like that?
Great vibrato you had there.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear it again. You should do it again.
I'll tell you what, when we hit 40, I'll do it again for you.
Deal.
All right, let's look over here. PFL, the point system on the MMAHoles.com. It's pinned. You can check it out. A win is 3 points. A draw is 1 point. Loss, 0 points. Round 1 stoppage is 3 points. Round 2 stoppage is 2 points. And round 3 is 1 point. All right, so that's the point system for PFL, the Premier Professional Fighting League, right?
Yes.
The professional, or the penis fighting league, whatever you want to call it.
That one's way better.
Yeah. We are your fight buddies over here. If you can see up top, we are your fight buddies, and we react to every UFC fight. We react to MMA fights. We react to whatever the fuck we want to react to. And
I sense some serious anger, some internal, like...
No, it's passion.
Hidden anger. Oh, yeah?
You don't mistake anger for passion.
Okay.
I'm a passionate, angry man. And yeah,
Passionately angry.
I'm very angry and passionate. Look at all that blank wall over there. We have a lot of space open, so we're getting ready to put some MMA-Holes art on the wall over here. So if you have some sexy and swole, you better give it to us soon. Down in the description, we have our address. Mike Kyle is the first fight. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna put this on Podbean. I don't know how a fight reaction is gonna be as just audio. But if people download it, we're just going to re-upload it. We're going to see how that goes. I mean, I don't know. Do you think it's going to work?
Yeah. You know what's funny? It's in all seriousness. I mean, it's not really funny, but it's just a related fact. I've seen people drop in the chat, especially during Fight Buddies, our larger ones during pay-per-views and whatnot, telling us that they're either headed to work or they're driving somewhere where they can't have their hands on their phone or their computer or wherever they are, and they'll just turn it on in the background and listen to it, and that's how they keep updated on the fights because they can't watch the fights. So I think being on Podbean, it's going to help because on YouTube, you can't put your phone on sleep and stick it in your pocket while it's playing because you could risk it clicking something else and exiting you out. On Podbean, you can turn it on, put your phone on sleep, and you can just listen to it the whole time, not worry about a single thing.
Okay, thanks. So,
well,
yeah. So you could have just said you could just listen to it, or you could watch it on YouTube. I mean, it's the same.
No, but I'm talking about for fight reaction specifically.
So if you want to listen to the fight, well, they won't hear it live. It's a replay. So.
Well, it doesn't matter though.
Yeah. All right. Well, the first fight we're going to react to is Caio Alencar versus Mike Kyle. 23-15-1 is Kyle. And 11-3-0 is Alencar. This card over here, I don't care about this card in any way. So we're going to be fucking off a lot on tonight's show. A lot of fucking off. I see David Flores is complimenting me on my super tight shirt. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you dry these things. And you should just don't dry an MMA-Hole shirt. Or when you're sexy and swole, sometimes shirts don't fit.
Wonderful.
That's right. We're both wearing super tight shirts. I hope that's a new sponsor, says Dave. Who's Dave talking about as a new sponsor?
This is super tight for me.
That's right.
It's much better.
All right. Alencar, Caio Alencar. Brasilia, 11-3, 5 knockouts, 5 submissions, puts the arms in the air like he just don't care. And he's getting ready to go down. Bill Bookwalter is the ref. And we have Mike Kyle across the cage from him. We're going to drop over here. We have, if you're watching on YouTube, we have a clock. What's in the clock? It's a clock right over there. 5 minutes are on the clock, and we're going to start it up. Jessie, who you got in this fight?
I have...
You going to wait until the fight's over?
Kyle.
Kyle for the win in the baby blue shorts. The fight has begun, and we are watching. This is like do or die situations over here because after this, it starts with the playoffs. Looking forward to that. I think the next fight is in October, right? Is that when they're re-upping?
Yes, this is the last fight.
Yeah.
For the playoffs.
All right. So let's go. Kyle is...
Whoa!
Kyle with the left! Drops Alencar. Alencar stunned, but he's still alive as he's scooting took his back. Gets right back on the feet. Alencar, wow. Kyle is just winging shots.
Speedy Gonzalez over here.
Alencar going for a takedown now. Pushes Kyle to the cage. Alencar has a portrait on his left shoulder.
What a perfectly timed strike. He was wide open.
Well, I mean, he was just... I mean, talk about, like, swinging for the fences. Kyle is just lunging rights, and one connected. And Alencar is like, let me just step into that. I mean,
interesting, though, I just got a...
Oh, takedown by Alencar. I mean, Kyle. Alencar.
Wonderful.
Alencar takes him down. Kyle on his back. So it looks like Alencar has shaken off the right hand and now is doing work on top. Something tells me that Kyle's ground game is not as impressive as Alencar's. Kyle got taken down very easily, and it looks like Alencar is going to be holding him down there. I like that PFL has the names on the back of the shorts. It's nice. Alencar looking to mount and gets it.
Wow.
Mounts Kyle. Kyle is mounted by a man right now, a big man, and the big man's dropping down hammer fist. Oh, Kyle's going to get finished here.
Yep, he's done.
He's in trouble. He's squirm. Whoa, shit. Nice little squirm from the bottom by Kyle, and he gets the legs around for pulling him in guard.
He's choking him.
Alencar still on top, but he's in Kyle's guard. Nice job by Kyle getting out of that. I thought he was in deep shit, but he squirmed out.
They're both
And-
pretty good on the ground, it looks.
Well, Alencar has got that Brazilian background,
Uh-huh.
and Kyle's from USA, but it looks like Alencar is the guy on the ground. It was pretty interesting watching Kyle get out of that hairy situation being mounted.
Mm-hmm.
We have a ref cam going on over here. That's right. It's great. Oh, fuck. Kyle made a mistake on bottom, and Alencar gets the side control. Now, man, Alencar easily mounts again. Kyle is like, no, no, no! Trying to get back up to the feet. Kyle's fighting some hands and does a good job getting him off the mount. Alencar now perhaps looking for the back of Kyle. Oof, winging shots. Right hands dropping by Alencar from top. Now swoops a leg over and mounts him again. Oh boy, the choke. Very high, very tight. Alencar looking to strangle Kyle with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left in the round. Can Kyle hold on? Oh, a hairy situation over here.
He's good.
No, I don't know.
No, look
this
at him
is a
breathing.
bad situation. He's got to adjust. If Alencar could get that adjustment, it's night for Kyle. Jessie, do you think Kyle's going to be able to hold on to this?
Oh yeah, did you see Kyle's breathing through his mouth? He doesn't even look like he's being.
Well, Kyle's head's turning purple, but it looks like Alencar does not. Wow, man. Good job. Kyle gets out of it. Jessie calls it. Now to a mount. Alencar mounts Kyle. Kyle's been on his back the whole time, but you got to give him credit. He's squirmed out of multiple positions. Ref cam. Amazing stuff. The shaky ref cam.
I love the ref cam. It's so cool. It's way better to just see it right there.
Yeah.
It's like you're actually the person. It's amazing.
I see that. Grego and Blaze is talking about my boobies, liking my boobies. You want me to make them boobies dance for you, Greg? All right.
I like your boobies.
You know, it is funny, though. Like, they're looking at two pieces of perfection. Not my tits.
It is.
Jessie and myself. So, I understand.
What the fuck?
I understand. I understand the jealousy in the chat, but it's fine. Everything's going to be fine. I know it's uncomfortable to stare at two beautiful people for a long period of time. Sometimes you get erect or moist.
Stop.
All right, so how about this? Kyle switches the script. Gets inside the guard of Alencar. Alencar, what the fuck happened there? With 25 seconds left in the round, Kyle is doing some work. What the fuck? We look down for 2 seconds. Alencar gets swept around.
Kyle's headbutting Alencar's chest.
What a shit fight. PFL, what are we doing here? There's a reason why we're not super excited about the PFL. Going for an armbar is Alencar, but the round is winding down. 5 seconds of winging shots, clubbing shots by Kyle up top. And the round is over. All right, Jessie.
It's done.
What do we got going on in that chat?
David Flores Jr. says, I'd bang both y'all. Drunk Savage says, Winkle John is now the most hated coach in MMA. Roberto Hernandez says, Cowboy was talking crap about the gym. He has his own gym, I read. David Flores Jr. says, the MMA community ate that shit up. Vlad says, gay agent, would you kick Chris out of bed for eating crackers?
Never.
Deathstroke OG says, I hope Wink gets hit by a car.
We are going to talk about that, the Jackson Wink and Cowboy Cerrone situation. So hang in. After this fight, we'll touch on that. And how about Cowboy Cerrone? Right?
I'm gonna wrap one on one shoulder.
Cowboy.
I'm gonna wrap the other on the other
Going
shoulder.
ham on Jackson
and you're
Wink.
gonna need a fucking army to come take them belts
Making
off
that
me.
MMA Horror talk.
I am Big Doc Blackcock 69. Where the white bitches at?
Big Doc Blackhawk 69. I love it. It's fantastic. Welcome to Podbean, my friend.
That's right. All right, 20 likes.
20 likes.
Yeah.
20 likes.
I've got fucking 20 likes.
20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes.
Yeah.
20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. I hope the dislikes die of leprosy.
Thanks for the likes and thanks for the donations from those interesting people. We got a big black cock that donated.
It's going to be so funny, the Podbean listeners, like, going in and hearing these names for the first time. It's going to be fantastic. Maybe we could just turn them into regular characters.
Yeah, well, whoever's doing it, thank you. And, oh, shit, a nice left lands by Kyle. I appreciate the support here on the show. And if you're listening for the first time on Podbean, well, yeah, we take donations during the show when we do our live shows on YouTube, and they're cringy, like our channel, and like we like it. Man, what sloppiness going on here. Kyle versus Alencar, the first fight of the main card for PFL number 7. Takedown, Alencar. Both fighters are just throwing some shots. And a takedown is achieved by Alencar. Kyle on the back. Ugh. Ugh. What kind of fight? What up, Steve Sparks? What's going on?
What
Pop
up,
Bean?
Steve Sparks?
King of the Jungle says, hi, guys. Looking cute, JBH and Chris.
You're looking cute, King of the Jungle.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
All right. Vigo wants to know when 13K is, and I want to know when Vigo is going to come up with something original. Like, he just regurgitates the same questions over and over again. It's like the kid that's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Vigo, calm down, little buddy. We're not there yet. So just settle down on that casting couch behind us. It's going to be all right. Oh, we got UFC Fight Club. Jesse got a little creative over there on the casting couch. Look at that. Right over there. What's that for? Is that for the stains on the couch? The first casting couch stain?
For the cum stains.
We're doing good, Steven Irons. What's up with you? Two Joints, what's going on? Kenshiro, what's up? What else we got here? Chris and Jesse, if you were made into a human centipede with Kenshiro, what order would you want to be?
I don't think I want to answer that question.
Well, since I'm a leader, I'll be in the front.
No, we don't need to answer the question. We got a lot of fucking weirdos in here. Why would I want to answer that question?
Well, listen, I'm a goddamn leader, so I have to be in front. So
No,
someone needs to eat my ass.
You're not going to be in front? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm in the front of that party. I'm
Ladies
leading the train.
first.
I'm leading the centipede.
Ladies first.
No, because, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say. Anyway, 2 minutes and 36
What do you
seconds.
want? What don't you want to
Second
say?
round. Oh, Harvey Weinstein is here. Harvey.
Dirty money is good money. Especially Harvey's money bag.
Yeah, dirty money is good money. Thank you, Harvey. I appreciate it. Harvey Weinstein. If you're new to the show, that's right. That is really Harvey Weinstein. Right, Jess?
Yeah.
Our PFL streams are probably the most AIDSiest of all our streams, you know, because we kind of don't care about some of these fights. There's some good fights going on, but this one over here is a little AIDSy. But Kyle back on top of Alencar. 25 ground strikes landed to 13 in favor of Kyle. And it seems like the same thing happened, but Kyle flipped the script a little bit earlier in the second round. The ref's like, we got to do some work. Half guard.
Say flip the script 5 times fast.
Flip the script, flip the script, flip the script, flip the script.
It's not fast. You can't take pauses between you. You have to say it really fast. Flip the script, flip the script.
Jesse, Richie Reed's here.
Richie Reed.
Say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
All right. They get stood back up because the ref says boring. Now they're back to the feet. Alencar looks tired, and here we go. The ref stands him up. The ref stands him up. And the ref's like, you guys got to be ready. Get to your respective corners. Now you can fight. But before they fought, well, Kyle started throwing bombs, and Alencar's like, stop hitting me. And the ref's like, no.
Alencar is exhausted.
It's like a face-off in hockey when they drop. Man, yeah, Alencar he is gassed.
He's like,
this is so ugly. Oh, this is such an ugly fight. Kyle goes for a trip, and Alencar lands on mount. Look at that shit.
now he's just going to suffocate him to death.
Oh
with
my
his
God.
big burly chest.
The tired man in Alencar literally fell into a mount. What sloppiness. What sloppiness we are watching right now.
Imagine another KO from the bottom.
Not in this fight. I think we're all getting... How are you guys in the chat, in the live chat on YouTube? How are you watching this fight? Are you just watching the MMA-Holes or reaction? Or are you watching this on NBC Sports Net, which we're watching it on? Alencar looking to choke out his opponent, and Kyle's just not letting it happen. This is ugly. 20 seconds left in the round. Yeah. What do we got going on in this chat room?
Vega Stockholm says, send someone a free TygerLyfe if you reach 13,000 tonight.
13,000.
Staley02 says, I don't think JBH has impressive shits. Harvey Weinstein says, Deathstroke OG, he's doing okay. Trying to have some serious talks with him. Help him out. He marches to his own beat, though, LOL. Big D Willie Nelson says, fight sucks balls. Allah says, I just watched you two honkies.
Well, yeah, you're not missing much. Round 2 is over. They're showing some flashing highlights of Kayla Harrison in her last fight. She's 2-0 as an MMA fighter.
More importantly, Wicked World is in the chat and says, hello.
What up, Wicked World? What's going on? All right, so yeah, we are debuting some new effects on the show over here, and I noticed that it just vanished. So when that comes back. Anyway, shout out to our sponsors over here.
Shout out. Can I give them a shout out?
Go for it.
Or would you like to?
Do it.
I get the honors. TygerLyfe Energy. If you would like a nice, fizzling, semi-sweet, sort of sweet, bubbly, delicious energy drink to boost your day. TygerLyfe Energy. Duplex Entertainment and ARN Insulation.
What? How come TygerLyfe gets the nice plug, but then the other two, you're just like, yeah, and them.
If you would like some amazing photos or photo booth job, Duplex Entertainment, as well as ARN Insulation for any soundproofing installment services that you may need in the New York East Coast area. ARN Insulation. Thank you to our sponsors.
There you go. Thank you very much, sponsors. The third round has begun of a shit can fight. Alencar versus Kyle. And I have the clock. The clock is in the corner. Man, this is sloppy stuff by the two fighters here. Jesse, who's winning the fight?
Tough to say. I want to say Kyle because Alencar just looks shot. Like, he just looks done. He's even walking around like he's just like, I don't want to stand anymore.
A winging uppercut by Alencar. This is just, I mean, things are missing. They're just huffing and puffing. Alencar drops a right on Kyle, pushes forward, goes for a double leg, and Kyle just gladly goes to the ground. Says, take me. Alencar, who looks more tired in this situation, is just doing work and getting him down. Kyle is on his back. Now Kyle is huffing and puffing as well. And this is brutal. Another mount
so bad.
by Alencar. Jesus Christ. We should, let's open the phone lines. Jose Rodriguez, Jesus, look at that picture. Do you see this picture? Oh, you can't see it over here.
Jose.
Anyway, we can see it.
Jose.
How about that picture of Jose?
Jose.
The headshot. Look at that. What are you doing, real estate? The fuck? All right, let's open up the phone lines.
Dip Chris's beard in hot water and get Jessie.
What?
That's what it says.
You know what? We'll open up the phone lines.
Why? You already... Come on.
No, we're going to open up... what do you mean, what? What is like a... It's like, why? What the fuck was that? Why?
Okay, first of all, don't over-dramatize it. Jesus Christ. It's not phone line time.
I'm sorry. Excuse me for falling asleep during this fight. Alencar going for another choke with the mount.
Why do you have to make me... It's not even... That was so over-dramatized.
Yeah.
NBCSN Nick. Wicked World. I'm almost a minute ahead, and it's still awful.
Yeah, it is. This is terrible. Alencar is mounting. He's mounted Kyle. And, man, if he just sits here, I guess he wins. Jesus Christ. Postures up, drops some lefts, some rights, goes back for the choke again. And I wish someone would choke me out. Is that your mother on his shoulder? It looks like your mom a little bit. No, it looks like your mom. It does on
No,
Alencar's
it doesn't.
shoulder.
That woman is Asian on his shoulder.
She's not Asian.
Look at that woman.
Asian? No, that's not an Asian. That's like
Tell me what part of that
Portuguese
portrait
woman.
looks like my mother.
It does look a little bit.
Tell me how.
It does.
Tell me how.
I don't want to get too descriptive.
No, please.
But it looks exactly like her.
It does not.
It does. It looks like a bad portrait of your mom.
I don't think you've really seen my mother then. I really don't.
Let me know in the chat. The show needs an Asian woman as the third co-host of Stelio 2. Okay, we'll put her on the casting couch right behind us, right? Actually, there's some more accessories coming. Hopefully, one of these days, if it ever gets here. Why not open phone? We're going to open them up, Dave. Actually, after this fight, we're going to talk about Cowboy Cerrone on JRE, Joe Rogan, how he threw, just opened up a can on Jackson Wink. Is he right? Is he wrong? We're going to talk about that after this. But my mouth kind of dropped listening. I didn't hear the whole podcast, but I heard enough of the Jackson Wink stuff. And I was like, fuck. Why are you staring at me?
I'm listening to you.
Oh, yes. Looks exactly like her mother. So see, Greg agrees.
Yeah, because you've seen my mom.
Yes, Jesse's mom is a MILF. JBH Moss, the fights will only get worse once you tie the knot. This is Brian Reuter. Why would anyone ruin... Yeah, I'm not sure what the fights he's talking... The PFL fights? What are you talking about? What else does your mouth do? Lord Chris, his gay agent. It does a lot. It also carries this wonderful, wonderful beard, which is getting ridiculously long and powerful. It really is the most powerful beard on YouTube.
And who wants to trim it?
Well, I do want to trim it, but the problem is the scissors can't cut through the hair because it's so powerful.
Yes, it can.
No, it can't. It's like
like
Samson.
It's like a.
It's magical. 35 seconds
Please
left
never cut it.
in the fight. And Alencar is still mounted. He's in a mount position, dropping some more rights on Kyle.
I beg of you.
Yeah.
How many people? Drop the ones in the chat if you want him to cut this powerful beard.
No one wants me to cut. This is the source of my power.
So why do you want to cut it?
No, I want to trim it. It's getting unruly. I went outside to get some milk, right? I went to this grocery store to get some milk, and I had like a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And someone took the lid off and put change in it. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It was so weird. It really was weird. I'm like, wait, I put the lid back on. I looked at him like, no, I'm cool. And then he took the lid off. He's like, no, it's okay, buddy. I got you. And dropped a quarter in my coffee. I'm like, what is that?
And your coffee was ruined for the rest of the day.
All right, the fight is over. It looks like Alencar got the win. The Brazilian, Alencar. What do you think, Jessie?
Yes.
Flavor saver. However you are groomed, Lord Chris, is okay by me. This is a gay agent. That's right, we have a gay agent in the chat, the live chat. All right. So basically, if you're just jumping in, PFL is on right now. NBC Sports Net is where we're watching it. We're doing a live reaction. But every time we do PFL, we have a little fun. We go off.
That's what she said.
Don't do that, please. No one wants to hear that. That's what she said joke.
That's what she said.
You know what's funny? I haven't really. No one says that's what she said anymore. Have you noticed? Like it used to be like the biggest thing ever.
You
They
always
got
say that
cringy.
every time I say that's what she said.
But no one ever says it anymore.
But I see it in the chat all the time.
But you say it.
Yeah, but I
Now,
see it in the chat, so people do say it.
If the horse is on the floor,
Yeah.
bloodied and dead, right?
Still beat it.
Why?
Because it's fun.
Well,
It's funny.
that's what she said joke is just it could possibly be the worst. It's not even a joke. It's just maybe, I mean, we are a cringy show, so maybe keep saying it, but it gives me chills. Like it's like
That's what she said.
Anyway. What's happening, David? This is Vanshit Man. All right, here we go. Let's find out who won this fight, and it's not the fans. Who gets the 3? The 3 points go to the Brazilian. All right, let's talk some business. All right, turn this shit off.
All right, let's talk business.
Let's talk motherfucking business.
Your
Jessie.
mom. I just saw that in chat.
My mom.
Yeah, I said your mom.
What did she say? All right. First of all, there's a couple of topics here that we want to talk about. You know what? Fuck it. Let's play the goddamn song. Let's play the song.
Topics. I can do that better.
We're dancing.
I was like, I'm having a seizure.
What's this shake? This the titty shake. We should do that for topics. All right, we'll do the. I don't know. We just had convulsions.
I know. It looked like we were having a seizure toward the last half of that. It was just kind of like us going.
We don't know what part of that is really the topics dance, but whatever your favorite part is, we'll keep it going. If you're listening on the podcast, well, yeah, just watch us on YouTube. All right, there are a couple of topics over here that Jessie dropped on the MMA-Holes.
Yeah, just in case.
And you didn't drop anything about Cowboy Cerrone, so let's just
No,
talk about it.
I couldn't find anything
here
on
we go.
MMA fighting, but
Well, anyway, Steve Johnson dropped it over here, so thank you. Shout out to Steve motherfucking Johnston.
yes.
Who dropped it over here. If you missed this, it was in the very beginning of the interview. Cowboy Cerrone, he was chewing some of that spit. What is that called? The tobacco? The tobacco? What is that called?
Should we give Steve
dip.
Johnston the courtesy of reading his caption?
Should we give him the courtesy of reading it? What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're using his post, and he had a little caption right up here that.
Oh, you want to read it? Okay,
Yeah,
go
we
ahead.
just kind of went over it.
Well, I mean,
Poor
does it really
Steve
matter what he
Johnston.
thinks? All right, go ahead.
Oh, well, okay, never mind. It doesn't matter. Let's just keep going. It doesn't
Go
matter
ahead,
what
read
Steve
it.
Johnston thinks.
All right, Jessie, what did Steve Johnson say on the message board?
This was a great interview, especially the substances, near death, and MMA talk. He is right about Jackson Wink. It's not the same after they merged and Jackson left. Winklejohn is not a world-class coach and therefore is not a world-class training facility anymore.
Well, how does he know? He doesn't. Steve Johnson doesn't go to Jackson Wink.
Training at the UFC PI
Yeah.
Performance Institute
And we have a bunch of fighters that train in Jackson Wink on the show. I
doesn't
think they would know better, no? Okay.
doesn't make you a world-class fighter, even though their science and tech at the facility is a world-class. I can't even see this far.
What happened?
Kioshes? Siach. I can't read this word. Does this make me stupid for not knowing this word?
I think he's trying to say coaches.
Coaches.
But it says siaches or kiaches.
Don't make the fighter.
Or you go kiaches. Maybe
kiaches. Don't make the fighter.
One.
Neither
Typo.
does equipment. I'm inclined to believe him. Or over the rebuttals posted from others after this went live, it's been reposted. There is a highlighted post beneath the main video on Jackson Wink.
All right, so basically Cowboy Cerrone said that it's a puppy mill now. I love the line. He used it multiple times. And he said, I mean, basically they're just pumping out kids and making money off of them. Cowboy also said that he only pays Greg Jackson and basically called Wink a piece of shit and someone that doesn't know anything. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. What he said. But yeah, he was dogging Wink. He was dogging him. And he said, Cowboy Cerrone said that his next fight, they refused to be in his corner. At first, from what I heard, they were going to split coaches. They were going to have, I guess, Jackson in Cowboy's corner and then Wink in Perry's corner. And now they call up Cerrone. Wink, he says he didn't even have the balls to tell him in person. He just calls him up and says,
He saw him like minutes before.
Yeah, and didn't say a goddamn word. And then he calls him up afterwards and says, oh, by the way, we're not going to corner you. We need to make some money. And Mike Perry pays. So we're going to get paid and corner Mike Perry. Okay, from Cowboy's side of the story, it sounds very convincing, right? It sounds very, very convincing. But I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. I'm trying to think about where is Jackson Wink with this thing? Okay, it's a huge gym right now. You still got your John Joneses, your Condits, your Johnny Bones. You got all these guys over here that are still fighting. You have a friend, Devin Clark, that fights over there. But what Cowboy said kind of makes sense because Matt the Horror Fitzpatrick, a friend of the show.
Yes.
How the fuck did he get into Jackson Wink?
I saw a lot of comments that Jackson Wink is very similar to how a lot of other gyms are run right now. I agree with you in the sense that we haven't gotten Jackson Wink's side. So,
But what I'm saying is, think about it.
There's
What
two
Cowboy
sides to every story.
No, but think about what Cowboy said.
Yeah.
Right? Cowboy said that they let people in off the street over there. They basically let any bum in to fight.
Soldiers, he called them. He said they were just soldiers.
And, well, I mean, they're not even fighters, some of these people. As long as they're getting paid, come on in and train with these high-level athletes. Now, on the flip side of it, Jackson Wink markets their gym as a gym where you could be a Joe Schmo and you can train with these elite athletes. The interesting part is the level of Jackson Wink has diminished, right? It hasn't been as good as it's been in the past. Like, they've had champions and I mean, they had killers over there. And now they still have these superstars, but it seems like there's more Joe Schmoes in there.
Right.
So maybe Cowboy Cerrone is
I'm
right.
gonna wrap one on one
but
shoulder. I'm gonna wrap you
trying
on
to
the
think of
other
the side of
shoulder.
Jackson Wink over
I
here.
need a fucking
got
army
Vlad.
to come take them belts off me.
He just lets random bums off the streets come in and train with pro fighters as long as they have $100 in their pocket for him. Donald Sahoni. Lol. Hence all thumbs down. LMAO.
Yeah, so you're saying Vlad's saying that all thumbs down even trains at Jackson Wink. All right, there's another fight that's about to get going down. Bradley versus Ferreira. We're going to keep talking about this Jackson Wink stuff. If anything happens in the fight, we'll keep you guys posted. We're going to start the clock for the fight, but we're going to take some phone calls because I want to know what you guys think about this. And if you want to drop a donation to interrupt the show, a link in the description or a super chat is open. Much appreciated. And it is going to be a podcast as well. So the audio to this, well, your donations get front center stage. All right, so now let's try to think of Jackson Wink's side of things. What's wrong with them wanting to get paid? Right?
They're a
Cowboy
business.
Cerrone getting a little long in the tooth. Yes, they're loyal to him.
Businesses have to make money.
Yeah, when does it come a time where they... Well, maybe if Wink went to Cowboy, said it in person to him, was like, hey, listen, bud, you know, we just can't do it. We got to make some cash here. You know, and Mike Perry comes in, no disrespect, you know, but we have to do what's right for the business here. Cowboy probably would have lost his shit, right? So what does Wink do? They didn't pussy out. They basically said, let's avoid an argument. Let's avoid an altercation here.
No, the problem was, and if Cowboy was not lying about this, the problem was he said that Wink told him that the entire team, the gym's team, got together, talked about it, discussed it, and came to this conclusion, when in reality, when Cerrone went around and asked people, nobody talked about it. There was no meeting. He was completely lied to about that. So if he's not lying to Rogan or to the MMA community in regards to that, I can see why he's frustrated.
Yeah.
He was just lied to, said that there was an entire fucking meeting about him, and there wasn't.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, I'm trying to see both sides of the story. It's easy to take Cowboy's side, and the fight has begun. Bradley versus Ferreira. PFL second fight of the main card. Let's see who we got going down here. Bradley's got the blue shorts, Ferreira with the black shorts. Oh, fuck. Ferreira with a right. Lands on Bradley. Bradley goes down to the knees. Ferreira with more rights. This fight might stop. Bradley. Oh,
yes!
Shit. Ferreira with the win. First round stoppage. Fuck. Was that 6 points? 3
Yes.
first round, 3 win. Damn. Big finish, quick finish. All right, so now Cowboy, we heard his side. It's easy to be like, oh, well, Cowboy's right. Let's think about Jackson Wink here, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe Cowboy's a dick, right? Maybe he's a prick.
He could be. That's
Right?
why I said there's two sides to every story.
There are a couple people that went into Jackson Wink that actually said to us on the show that Cowboy just didn't pay him any attention. No mind, right? Everyone was nice in the gym but Cowboy. Maybe Cerrone's a prick. And now Cerrone's getting a little long in the tooth. Fuck loyalty. See you later, buddy. We got Mike Perry in here, a little younger of a buck. More money to be made. Well, fuck you. If you're going to be a dick, get out of here. With your stupid tobacco chewing, fucking jet ski, fucking riding. And apologies to NH because I know this is your guy. But maybe he's a cunt.
Well, before you start insulting the guy,
Maybe
you
he's a
don't know. That's the problem. Here's the thing with shit like
I
this.
sniff a cunt here.
This is a huge... This is money for tabloids. That's what this is. It's money for tabloids. This is money for Joe Rogan for the podcast that it came out on. It's money for everyone involved in releasing this story. The problem with money and all of the tabloids and everyone involved is we don't know both sides of the story yet. Nobody's come out and said anything in regards to Jackson Wink's side. Nobody's come out and said anything from the team, from the gym. Perry could come out and say something. He hasn't said anything. We don't know. So
Why
before
is Perry
we start,
here? He hasn't said jack
anyone from the team. They said that they had the entire team come together and talk. But anyone could fucking come out. Not that they have to, but they could. Right? There's no obligation, but they could. The fact that nobody has, we can't just start throwing insults around or accusing someone or blaming someone for one side of the story when we don't know.
Is Cowboy a bitch for saying basically... Hold on a second. Basically saying, well, I'm just going to throw them under the bus and not dealing with the situation, right? Maybe he could have dealt with the situation. Maybe he could have called them back or went to Jackson Wink and be like, hey, guys, you know, can we hash this out? Instead, he gets the phone call, I'm fucking pissed off. Let me go on Joe Rogan and fucking tattletale.
Well,
like,
David Flores makes a good point. He says, what did Jackson Wink have to say? Exposed them. It's a good point. What did Jackson?
Well, here's
what
the thing.
did they have to say?
They don't have to say
nothing
they don't
because
have to say anything.
they're wrong.
How do you know?
If they were right and they had a case to defend,
They're a
they'd say
business.
something.
They're a business.
Exactly. So they want to preserve their name. Any business would want to preserve their name if they are being thrown blame that is not theirs to hold. Something tells me Cerrone might be right.
Nope.
If Wink did not come out.
Honestly, I think he should go back to the gym. If everyone is backing him like he said, he should go back to the gym, wrangle up the fighters.
How
and
do
be
we
like,
know
Yo,
he's
what's
not
up
doing
with
that
this?
right now?
He's not. He went to Joe Rogan and fucking did dip.
He went to Joe Rogan yesterday. How do you know he's not doing it right now?
He's spitting dip on the floor and drinking beer. And he's like, yeah, man, I have passed that over here. I'm going to fucking have another sip of this. Yippee-ki-yay. And fuck you, Jackson Wink. I mean, it was so classless how he handled it. It was such a classless move that he's not a hero. He's a fucking snitch. He's a... I mean,
what? You just completely flipped sides
I got a bad taste.
Anybody
I'm taking Jackson Wink's side.
No, anyone notice how this went? You started
Hold on.
off...
Roberto Hernandez said Wink came out already.
Okay, but wait. Let's just go to you for a minute. You started off on Cerrone's side, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you like massively flipped and started shit-talking Cerrone.
Well, here's the thing.
What happened here?
Because, you know what? Before the show, I was like, okay, let me try to see what Wink's side is, Jackson Wink's side is. And now I'm listening to you. Now I'm taking Jackson Wink's side because I don't want to defend Cowboy anymore. Now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm processing the information.
That
and
makes
I'm realizing,
no sense because I said nothing in defense of Jackson Wink.
No,
all
you
I said
defended
was
Cowboy.
there's two sides to every story.
Yeah, that's what I said. You just repeated what I said.
No, I said
I did a whole monologue
Yeah.
about it, saying there's two sides, and then you
No.
repeated that there was two sides to the story.
No. Somebody go back
you-
right now
are
and
you living
rewatch.
on- what cloud are you living on?
Somebody-
Do you know they're
You
not-
can't just flip
Oh,
sides
my
like that and
God.
be like, oh, it's because
All right.
I was listening to you because I
Jesus
wasn't
Christ.
defending Jackson Wink.
I never said you were defending Jackson Wink.
But how could you listen to anything I was saying and all of a sudden flip sides and go to Jackson?
What are you doing? You're killing me. You're fucking killing. I never said you were on Jackson Wink's side. What are you doing?
No, you said you listened to me and then all of a sudden decided that you were on Jackson Wink's side.
We're on. Let's land back on Earth. Let's get back on Earth here. You've gotten so weird. What are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? What is going on here? I'm like completely confused. What I was just saying.
All right, forget it.
What just fucking
Did you just see that?
All right. Anyway, I'm so off
dropped.
my game right now.
He just got dropped.
This is the other replays, Jess.
No.
They're showing highlights. Yeah, we saw this fight.
He just got dropped.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for joining the MMA-Holes tonight. We're not sure where Jessie is, but when she comes back down to earth, we'll figure out what's going on and we'll keep this conversation going. I'm going to open up the phone lines in a second, but this is the point I want to make. I did say there was two sides, but we'll give Jessie credit for that since she repeated it.
No, don't give me credit for it.
But here's the thing: we do have to hear both sides, right?
Yeah,
we do have to hear
agreed.
both sides. Apparently, there is something released from Jackson Wink. If you can check to see if Jackson Wink, if Wink released a statement.
I see that grin.
For God's sake!
The shit-eating grin on your face.
All right, let's find out. Did Wink just check if Wink released a statement? We probably should have done that before.
Fact check.
Let me know in the chat whose side you take. And the point I was trying to make is it's easy to take Cowboy's side because he ran on JRE and started talking about it. Now, I don't know Cowboy Cerrone.
Do I type in Donald Cerrone versus Jackson Wink?
No, just find out. I don't know. But what I do know is that this is the information I'm processing right now. Cowboy went on JRE, he got drunk, and he just started fucking spitting all this information out there. Okay? And then they got drunk and shit-faced, and he said that his grandmother said, "Go for it, Cowboy. You know, say what you got to say."
Would you like to hear the whole story?
I don't want to hear Cowboy's story anymore. I want to hear Jackson Wink's side. That's what I want to hear, because we all know Cowboy's side of the story. We all heard it on JRE, and if you didn't, we just explained what he said. So now I want to hear Wink's side of the story. I want to see if they did release a statement over here. I'm assuming they did eventually. All right, who even cares what Cowboy said on Rogan, says Brian Roiger. The reason why this is a story is because a lot of people, put, gyms responsible for a lot of things with fights, right? And Jackson Wink is on one of the top gyms out there. Now, it's not one of the best as of late, right? They have dropped a notch, and what Cowboy is saying seems to be true. This whole puppy mill thing.
Mike Winklejohn responds to Donald Cerrone's claims of Jackson Wink dysfunction.
All right, let's see this over here. MMA Fighting, this is on.
On Wednesday, Donald Cerrone dropped a bombshell when the former Jackson Winklejohn fighter took aim at his longtime champ, specifically coach Mike Winklejohn. Cerrone will be facing Mike Perry, a recent addition to the Jackson Wink team at UFC Denver, blah, blah, blah. Winklejohn told him he was no longer welcome at Jackson Wink. Wink responded to Cerrone's allegations, defending his decision to work with Perry and saying that Cowboy is the one who created the division in the first place by splintering off into his own camp within Jackson Wink. Quote, loyalty is two sides. Cowboy is not loyal to anybody in the gym. He's on his own. He does.
Stop right there. We've heard fighters say this.
Okay.
We've actually had fighters on the show. Now, I'm not going to say any names, but we've had people actually say this to us about Cowboy behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. All right, what else do we have here?
He does his own thing. He has not, from what I can remember in the last 10 years, ever helped anybody out with their own camp. He's a narcissistic as they come. I put up with it for a long time because Greg Jackson has the biggest heart in the world. He's like my little brother, but at the same time, it was causing division. Wink says he has not trained Cerrone since 2010. Instead, Cowboy works with other coaches from Jackson Wink while training primarily at a gym built on his property about 30 minutes away called the BMF Ranch. Wink claims that not only did the sow discord in the gym, it also hurt Jackson Wink because the fighters working out there were not successful. At the end of the day, this breakup was a long time coming, and Wink is happy it finally happened. He says, quote, and by the way, of the teams that went out there, I think it's 100% of people lost because Cowboy wants to do what he wants to do on his time frame, and it didn't work for the fighters that train out there at the gym. So that made our percentage look bad because we lost a lot of fights because of it. If Perry wasn't at my gym, I'm so much happier now that I got rid of the division in my gym and somebody that doesn't want to help others and wants to do his own thing. It has absolutely nothing to do with Perry and everything to do with Perry.
Wow. All right, so now we got both sides over here. One was probably sober, and one wasn't sober.
Right.
Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of information to process over here. Okay, I think let me just say this. It sounds like both sides are kind of dicks, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like we got two fucking sides that are a little full of themselves here. I'm still going to stay on the gym side of things here because it's a business, right?
Agreed.
And if Cowboy is a selfish fighter, right, and he does do his things his own way, that's fine. But he has to understand what the consequences are, right? And if you're the type of guy that doesn't take it too seriously or wants to just work with Jackson or just train with certain guys and not a team player within the gym has to eventually make an executive decision.
Right.
Hey, are you on the team? Or are you on your own team? So with that being said, I get it. Now, should Wink have said it to him like they did? No, that's not a man thing.
I think it should have been a face-to-face situation for sure.
No, yeah, it's not a man thing to do. But Cowboy's not a rational dude.
Super chat.
We got Steven Irons in.
JBH, pass whatever you are smoking.
I think she's back down on Earth.
I'm back down. Here's what happens when it gets to that level. Let me tell you guys what happens. We've actually had discussions about this.
Yeah.
I think what happens is I get so wrapped up in the moment of trying to be right that I completely neglect the idea that we might be talking about the same thing, or he may have said something that I completely repeated and took claim on.
And let me say this. It's easy to take Cowboy's side. He's a likable fighter. I've rooted for him a million times. I've seen him fight live like 3 times. Yeah. Cowboy Cerrone is a fun fighter to watch. He steps in there. He fucking puts his nose down. He says he's scared shit to fight, but he goes out there and he brings it every single time. I am not taking anything away from Cowboy Cerrone as a fighter. What I'm saying is this situation here, everyone and their mother is jumping on the Cowboy train. Mm-hmm. I am not sold on that. I am not sold on the Cowboy train over here. I am on the gym side of things. Say what you will. I think that, yeah, maybe they run things shady over there, but in this particular situation, I get what they did and I get why they did it. It's not a man move, but What are you going to do? Say, hey, Cowboy, listen, buddy. Yeah, we're not going to be in your corner face to face and be like, ha, damn, man. He starts throwing shit around. Like, what the fuck's going on here? And starts spitting his fucking ting. And no, you do it over the phone.
Do that again.
I had a 4-year relationship. I broke up with her over the phone. I did.
Yeah, you told me the story.
I broke up with her over the phone.
I shamed him for it.
I was the Jackson Wink of that relationship over there. And it was a dick move. It was a pussy move. It was on our anniversary, a 4-year anniversary.
On their anniversary.
It was such a...
He calls her up.
Bad move.
Hey, I don't think we should do this anymore. Oh, by the way, happy anniversary.
It was bad.
Bink.
It was bad. It was a bad. It was a bad time. It was a poor decision.
Does that?
It was a pussy move. It was years ago, but I am guilty of that. So maybe that's why I have a soft spot for Jackson. And to that girl, I apologize again. And thank God she has a family and she's great. All right, so here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We have a fight: Idrisov versus a Brazilian about to go down. Let's get the names. Let's see. Idrisov 8-2-0. Idrisov versus Bezerra, 21-5-0 Brazilian. So it looks like Russia versus
Alexandre
Brasilia.
Bezerra.
All right, let's do this. While these fights are going on, let's take some phone calls on this while we still have a hot topic going in here. Brian Richard goes, Monster the man. All right, here we go.
Yeah, everyone's giving you respect 100 for Chris. True story. Nicely done, Chris. Steve Johnston does that. Monster the man.
Hit me with the ones if you've ever done that. It's a pussy move. It's a fucking pussy move. It was our 4-year anniversary, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if this is going to work.
You want to know what's worse?
It was a puss move.
You want to know what's
I didn't want to. I don't know. All right, hold on. Thank you. Hold on. We got phone lines going here. 210, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? What's on your minds?
Chris, what's good, baby? It's your boy, the Mexican.
Jose, what's up, my man?
Yeah, so I wanted to weigh in on the Donald Cerrone controversy.
Let's see.
Chris, man, it's plain and fucking simple, bro. You want to know what the issue is?
Shoot.
He's a fucking sensitive dude, man. That's what it is, bro. Cowboy Cerrone just wants love, man. That's what... A lot of fans are just fans of sport. They're not real fighters. I come from a fighter's perspective. Usually fighters, bro, they're fighters because life was rough on them. Their childhood was hard. They didn't have a dad or something like that. They're missing something inside, and they fill that void with the savagery of fighting. They have They're missing something that has to do with love and feelings, and they overcome that shit with fighting and violence. So it's simple. Cowboy Cerrone is a very sensitive dude. He grew up, I believe, without his parents, lived with his grandparents, and he's loyal as fuck. And when he found his coaches, they gave him structure, and he needs that. And when he loses that, he acts up like a fucking child, and that's all he did, bro. He's acting up like a fucking kid, and he is venting to the world right now. And the truth is that Jackson Wink, they expanded. They grew the facility. Their overhead went up, so they got to do what they got to do to stay in business.
Hang up on this.
So Jackson Wink, they're not wrong, but you know what I'm saying? Cowboy's just coming from that. He needs the love and the affection. He needs the loyalty.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, Jose, for the call. There we go. See, Jose is talking from the other perspective over there, saying that Cowboy is actually a queer. Steven Irons is saying hang up on this queer. All right. So let's think about what Jose said. Jose calling in, and thank you for the donation. Perfectly timed. You got to love the quickness of the donations over here. Mm-hmm. So now what Jose is saying is he's a sensitive man, and Jackson Wink is an expanding facility, and, you know, get over yourself, move on. Kind of piggybacking off of what I was saying over there. Now, some people want to light Jose on fire, but I get what he's saying. Now, I don't know if he's sensitive. I mean, he's a fighter. But I 75% agree with what Jose was saying over there. Now, Jessie, what do you think about that call?
I never agree with Jose.
All right, so there we go. Let's keep the phone lines open. I'm going to open in a second. We got Idrisov versus Bezerra. 14 total strikes thrown and 9 for Idrisov, 14 for Bezerra. Okay. So this fight is in the first round, PFL. Bezerra is talking some shit over here. It's like, yo, let's go, man. Let's throw. The Russian's like just standing there. Interesting. All right, let's keep the phone lines open. 516-522-0267. Let me know your thoughts on Cowboy Cerrone, Jackson Wink. Whose side are you on? Are you on the gyms? Are you on Cowboys? What do you think about his JRE appearance? And, yeah, I like taking the other side of things here. I like trying to think outside of the box. And I feel that, you know, the gym was kind of getting thrown under the bus. All right, Kenshiro, Ryu, welcome to the MMA-Holes.
Yo, tell Jose to go back to fighting the taco maker in the Mexican restaurant.
All right, I'll make sure to do that.
He's got no business figuring out what a MMA gym is, because he's never been even in a taekwondo dojo his whole life.
So you're saying he's a phony fighter?
Man, he shouldn't be giving his opinion. He never stepped foot in a taekwondo dojo, man.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how gyms operate.
All right. So you're.
Oh
shit! We got a knockout over here. The Brazilian KOs the Russian. Russian's out cold. Ken, you watching this fight?
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm a little bit lag behind, but I'm not really interested until like the last 4 brackets. You know, because it's all bums fighting. You just gotta see who the biggest bum don't win $1 million.
It's true. All right. So finish your thought on that.
I'm saying, like, Cowboy is making perfect sense. It's exactly right, because Jackson Wink has, like, a 28 pro fighter in the early of the year. They were 90% win rate.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Winklejohn.
Oh, we're losing him. Ken, your reception is bad. We're going to have to put those rabbit ears.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I know. It makes perfect sense.
So you're saying
what Donald was saying, because there's no way, you know, if Winklejohn's doing what Donald's saying, that makes perfect sense why the winning record is like less than 20% at this point, you know?
All right. So just repeat. The knee, they replay that knee again. It just completely stole my thought. Hold on. We got a cat donating. Hold on.
And you're going to need a fucking army to come take them belts off me.
I'm coming for you, motherfucker. You murdered and ate my family.
Oh my God, Ken. The cat is it's coming for revenge.
The dog is in line before the cat, so you have to wait. Because I'm also having dinner time, so you have to wait a little bit.
Oh my God. So the cat's coming back. Revenge.
Oh, the cat should come in tomorrow morning for breakfast. That'll be a good time.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. All right, so what side are you on? Are you on the gyms or Cowboy side?
I'm on Cowboy side because it makes perfect sense. Because you don't lose 28 pro fights in a row like beginning of this year. because Donna's saying he just bring in like garbage, like trainers, you know, and it makes perfect sense. Why do you keep losing? You know, it's a big gym. They just try and make money. And Cowboy's paying Greg, right? So why is Winklejohn pissed about Cowboy paying Greg? The Cowboy makes $300,000 per fight. You know, even if it's like 10% or 15%, that's a lot of money. Cowboy brings in a lot of money to that gym overall. You know.
Mm-hmm. All right, good points over there. Thank you, Kenshiro. So Kenshiro is, brings up a good point, saying, if Greg's getting all the money, maybe Wink's getting a little salty over here. So, like, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Let's all make some money here. Maybe. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Jess, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think about the cat donating?
Hilarious.
Defending his family.
Mystic Mitch would like you to check your Twitter.
All right, let's do that. We're going to open up the phone lines, take a couple more calls, but Alexandre Bezerra with a knee right to the dome of, what's his name? What the fuck's the other guy's name? Idrisov. Man, Idrisov got his fucking bell rung. What a knee. What do you think about that knee?
It's great.
Great, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You're not too pumped about that knee. Did you see that fucking...
I didn't see it when it happened. I saw the replay.
Oh, my God. What a fucking knockout. We're 3 fights into PFL 7, and this knockout was something else. Absolutely something else. Unfortunately, we're talking about Cowboy Cerrone and Jackson Wink, but man, oh man, that was the first round. Gets 6 points, and what a big win for Alexandre Bezerra. I really do feel that the PFL is going to get very interesting once playoff time comes around, because it's going to be do or die. You can't lose. $1 million. These fighters are going to be really going for it, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's go on Twitter, and I'm going to keep the phone lines open in a second. Mystic Mitch said he sent something, so let's see. Mystic Mitch, and shout out to fucking... Are you guys ready? Here it is.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, God. All right, what does it say over here? It says, come in and train with pro fighters long as they have $100 in their pocket for him. Donald Shoney. Oh, he's got the, that's the fucking donation alert over here.
He swapped faces.
Yeah, no, I thought he wrote something on there, but that was the donation, and there's our faces. Wow, Jesse, I tell you what, I make a better looking, I'm a horrible looking woman, but I think that's what we, oh my God. And apparently I have a mole on my face now, too. It's interesting stuff over there. Jess, what do you think?
A mole?
Yeah, there's like a little, I don't know, there's like a mole on my face. I look good. I look like a witch. I look like a bearded witch.
I make a very good-looking man.
You do. You actually look like V-neck there, actually, which I want to throw up. But with the done
Not
eyebrows.
really.
Oh my God.
Not really.
Anyway,
V-neck
with a
is...
chin. Yeah.
Yeah, with a chin.
Look at bang.
V-neck has different eyes.
Oh my God, it's hideous. Thank you, Mystic Mitch, for the wonderful, wonderful picture. That should be on our wall over there. Anyway, we're watching this PFL. We're also talking about Cowboy Cerrone and Jackson Wink. Get in on the calls. We got 70 peeps watching. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
All right, so we have one caller saying that he's with Jackson Wink. We have another caller saying that he's with Cowboy Cerrone. Who is going to be the next caller? What's the tiebreaker over here? If I had to put money on it, it's going to be someone favoring Cowboy Cerrone, right?
Sure.
What do you think? All right, let's see. Oh, my God. I got to fix this up. Uh-oh. I think we have a repeat call over here. Jose, is that you?
Hell, motherfucking yeah. Hey, I had to call back, but I wanted to talk about a different topic, Chris.
Okay, shoot.
Yeah. So, hey, man. Hey, I was going to ask you, too. Whatever happened to that girl that used to work with you, JBH or whatever? Why don't you get her back on the show, man? She was actually pretty good. Anyways, enough of her. What I wanted to talk about, Chris.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried for this fight coming up between Wonder Boy and Robbie Lawler. That's a fight that's kind of under the radar because, Robbie Lawler's kind of at the end of the rope. And you know what I'm saying? Fucking Karate Kid, he's been in some kind of snooze fest lately, and he's been taking a lot of L's. But I think this is a bad matchup for Robbie Lawler, man, because, he's a fucking warrior. He's the type of dude that bites down on his mouthpiece and fucking goes for it. And you got the Karate Kid, which is basically like a snake. He just fucking waits and just quack. So I think that one could go real bad. I think you're going to see Robbie Lawler get KO'd in a nasty fashion. The other thing I was going to bring up, remember I told you the last time I called in that We needed to hear from Conor. They just were talking about it today that the UFC is pissed that he's not doing any media. Now, that could indicate only one thing. Conor is taking that shit.
Hold on.
Hold on, Jose. To come take them belts off me.
Keep him on the line, Chris. I need 30 seconds to track this word dragging illegal down.
Hold on, Jose. Stay on the line. Ice is looking for you.
I'm in Texas, bitch. Come get me. Hey, so what I was saying is, Conor, I think he is taking the fucking Russian deadly serious. He knows that he can outstrike him. We all have faith that he can knock him out, but he also fucking knows that if somehow the Russian can just grab his legs and come in without catching that left, it could go really bad.
All right,
so
Steven,
you see, I'm not the only one that misses the talk. It's also the UFC. They want him to do interviews.
Yeah. I did hear the same thing. Yeah, Conor, it sounds like he's being a little difficult. Well, I do know that in September, they are definitely doing a press conference. And thank you for the call, Jose, again. They're doing a press conference, and Conor is going to be there, with Khabib. But like Jose said, he is taking this serious. And I understand why Conor's doing this. He's been trotted around like a show dog. And the last couple of times, his last one against Nate, he wasn't doing it anymore, right? He wasn't doing all the crazy press conferences. He took it more serious, and he got the W. He's going to do the same thing here. Now, interesting topic, right? Do you think Conor's doing this because he's shook? Is he taking it more serious? How is Conor McGregor taking this whole Khabib thing?
No, I think he's fine. I don't think he's scared at all.
Now, what are we laughing at?
Nothing. I was reading the chat.
And what is the chat? All right, let's read the chat since Jessie's checked out. By the way, what was this woman that he was talking about? Who's the woman that you had on the show?
You tell me. Oh, no. You know what? In fact, Jose, go ahead and call back and tell Chris the woman you're talking about.
The other woman that you had on the show?
No.
Or I had on the show?
No. Are you serious?
I had no idea what the fuck he was talking about.
He said JBH.
Yeah, he said that you had on the show.
No, he said the woman you had on the show, JBH, as if I don't exist.
Oh.
Get it? His whole thing is calling and pretending I don't exist.
Yeah, he just went over my head, and smacked off the Mystic Moss jersey, and landed on the casting couch. Yeah. Is that an insult?
He tried. But I'm a winner, so I don't give a fuck.
All right, let's read the chat. Let's see what you fuckers say in the chat. I can't. This is a weird show tonight. I love it. Jess, what's going on?
Steve Johnson, Wink says, Vlad Grego and Blaze says, Jesse is laughing at Jose getting roasted. Duke Chronic says, UFC wants Conor to use his Twitter, but they don't want to pay him. Stanley Moon says, he's just being a boss. Roberto Hernandez says, LOL. A9 Jewel says, Liddell versus Ortiz 3 again?
Yeah.
Sean Hart says, hey Chris, hey Jesse. Hi to all the holes in the chat. Steve Johnson is laughing at Vlad. Vlad is laughing at Steve Johnston. Staley02 says, I want Jose and JBH to fist fight naked. Greg Golden Blaze says, what happened to her? Isaiah Moore says, Jose, hosed, hey, okay. Duke Chronic says, other fighters have said my Twitter is a private entity. Patriot Party says, next caller, Drunk Savage. Jose wishes he was the only Mexican in Chris's life.
I tell you what, Jose really sparks up the crowd over here. Jose gets them going. All right, so we will open up the phone lines some more. I'm going to try to intertwine the phone lines a little bit more on our show. Since we are a podcast as well, on Podbean is where you can check us out. So shoot a download over there. Become a VIP Patreon. We have that as well. Be part of our private Discord and all that fun stuff that's scrolling up over here. The phone number is 516-522-0267. But before we open those lines one more time over here, I do want to talk about this over here. What is this selfish attitude in the news, Jesse?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Hold on.
Oh, it's me scotch over here. Me and whiskey. Conor with his fucking cup in there, toasting.
The UFC is frustrated with Conor McGregor's selfish attitude. Media blackout. They're claiming that the UFC created a monster, and now that monster has escaped the lab, and they have no idea how to control it. Conor McGregor is gearing up for his UFC 229 pay-per-view main event, where he'll face the division's most punishing ground fighter in the form of undefeated Sambo sensation Khabib Nurmagomedov. Khabib. And despite the tomfoolery that accompanies all things McGregor, one thing you can never take away from the Notorious is his desire to win. With that in mind, the power-punching Irishman has shut down the media and just about everyone else as he trains for what could be the most challenging fight of his career. And UFC isn't happy about it, according to Dave Meltzer's newsletter. One of the reasons you haven't seen much in a way of interviews and such is that McGregor has not agreed to do anything. There are no press conferences scheduled because McGregor at this point hasn't agreed to them. There is a lot of frustration within the UFC about McGregor's attitude, but in the end, he's got the leverage in the ticket sales, and secondary market results only give him more leverage. The feeling is that this may be the biggest non-boxing pay-per-view of all time, and the only reason it wouldn't be is that McGregor hasn't been pushing it hard. McGregor was able to get a larger piece of the action for this fight than any of the UFC fights to date, so there is a direct correlation more than ever between his work in promoting the fight and his pocketbook, but this may also show that he knows he's in a real fight and doesn't want to break training.
All right, so let me be clear about this, okay? I need to be clear, Jessie.
Yessie.
Okay. Conor McGregor, every time we are in the other room, we're in the living room, we're watching TV, or we have YouTube playing on autoplay, it always loops back into these Conor press conferences. It's bizarre, right? It's like I don't know why, but it just keeps on looping back into these press conferences or these interviews with Conor McGregor back in the day, and you forget how goddamn funny this guy is, right?
Yeah.
So the selfish me wants to see Conor trotted around, making fun of Khabib, going back and forth. I want to see this stuff. But I don't care. If Conor doesn't want to do media, I don't care. This is the one thing I give a shit about. That Conor makes his way into that cage, healthy, strong, and ready to fight. That's all I give a fuck about. So if Conor doesn't do media, I don't give a shit. The fight's going to sell, right? UFC could bitch about it all they want. I don't give a fuck. Yes, I want the press conferences for the show to give us more content over here. But as a fan, what do we want? We want the fighters to show up, because how many times we've seen Khabib show up at the press conferences, do the tour, and then not show up in the cage. We've seen it with other fighters as well. You know, we've never seen that with Conor. You know, he's always showed up. Let the guy train. Let him do whatever press conference he has to do. He's got to do one in September, which is probably going to happen, and then maybe one right before the whole the fight, on fight week.
Yes.
Other than that, don't trot him around. Who gives a fuck? He's Conor McGregor, for God's sakes. He's going to get it going on social media. Everyone's going to be talking about it.
People
Who
give
cares?
a fuck because everyone will be talking about it. Conor McGregor, you have to remember, is not just the fight that people want to see. He is the person, the entertainment, the persona that people want to see. If I hear Conor McGregor in a fight, the first thing that comes to my head is the shit talking. First thing, not the fight, the shit talking. That is the very first thing that comes to my head.
You mean to tell me that now listen, the shit talking's fantastic. It's funny. We get most of our sound bites from it, right? It's great. But here's the thing. As an MMA fan, we just want him to get in that fucking cage and fight. Like, that's what we need.
Course.
That's what we need in life.
No,
we need to see him fight an undefeated Dagestani.
I completely agree with you, but what I'm saying is this fighter in particular, everybody knows him as that guy.
He's still going to do press conferences, so he doesn't do fucking Good Morning America.
It doesn't
he doesn't
matter.
go on Conan O'Brien. Who gives a fuck?
I'm sure you get it. I'm sure you get it. Even though you might disagree, I'm sure you get it.
Jesse, I'm playing devil's advocate. Leave
I
me
know
alone.
you are.
I'm antagonizing the chat room, for God's sakes. But being realistic here, I can't fucking go crazy about it. I can't wang, complain, oh my God, Conor's not going to press. Who gives a fuck if he's not doing press? Realistically, we just want him in that cage. He's going to do his 2 media press tours. He's got his press conferences. He's going to do those. It's not like he's not doing those. He's going to do September, and he's going to do in fight week. Now, if he did a whole Ronda Rousey thing where he just did not want to show up to anything at all and just show up at the fight.
Well, he's being difficult. That's what they're saying is they want him to show up for certain pressers, and he's not. That's the problem. Now, I get it. A fighter needs to train, especially when they've been out of the octagon for a little while. They need to train. You got that cage rust. You want to make sure you go in, you know what you're doing, you're going to win, right? Especially for someone like Conor McGregor, someone with such a big name and a huge record. But it's Conor McGregor. I want to hear him fucking talk.
Yeah, you're going to hear him.
No, not in just 1 or 2 little press conferences. If they're going to do 1 or 2, I want a fucking massive one.
If you were in Conor McGregor's shoes, would you not say, pay me, motherfuckers? You want me to show up?
Of course I would.
That's what he's doing. He's negotiating.
I'm not saying I don't see his side. I'm just saying I very easily and just as easily see the other side.
Listen, He goes next
As an
on
MMA fan,
September.
I'll
2
just end
press
with
conferences.
this.
That's all I need.
As an MMA fan, yes, I want to see the fight. As an MMA fan of a fighter, I want to see the shit talk.
Here's the thing, okay? When you want to see that big blockbuster movie, right, and you watch the trailer too many times, okay, the movie gets diluted. It gets watered down.
Never.
And in this situation, I just want to see the trailer
Jurassic
twice.
Park, I could watch a million times and never get tired of it.
And that movie was horrific. The last one, I wanted to
Jurassic
gouge
Park, not Jurassic
my eyeballs
World.
out. And okay. But the 2 press conferences. This is all I want from you, Connor, and this is all you're going to give me. And you're probably going to give more, of course. But 2 press conferences is all I need in September and the fight week. That's all I want. Get all your one-liners out there. I cannot wait. But make your money, Connor, and let's see you fucking beat that Dagestani. All right, let's see what the chat room says, and we're going to open up the fucking phone lines. Jesse, what we got going on?
Fears Vlog says, Chris, I love the new studio. Hell yeah. Jose Rodriguez says, Mosque. Oh, I'm not going to read Jose's. Psh, fuck you.
What?
Patriot Party says, open the phone lines. Dave says, he needs to focus on training just like he did before DIAZ 2. Believe me, he's going to talk once when he wins. Once when he wins. Conchira Ryu MMA says, Drunk Savage, Need Pettis, they all champs and former champs. And H says, who doesn't know Connor? Even the casual MMA fans do. Chronic Lady Ghostbusters trailer. Patriot Party says, quit yapping about Connor. Dave says, I think after Till fight, you will see more. Sean Hart says, I remember the fights under his belt, then his trash talk comes to mind, but goes hand in hand with each opponent. Isaiah Moore says, don't call back, Jose. And H says, even my mother-in-law knows who Connor is. Hey people says Predator Gaming, followed by Almabro74 with a rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off emoji.
Do you think that this fight is going to break all the records, MMA records? Do you think that this is the fight? Khabib versus Connor will trounce everything else and go to number 1 when it comes to money?
No.
Really?
Oh, MMA.
Yeah.
I was
No,
thinking
that's okay.
boxing. Sorry. Yeah, maybe.
All right, let me know in the chat what you think. 34 years old
What
is
was
Sean O'Connell.
the-
39 years old is Bozigit Ataev.
You're gonna rap one
Now,
on one shoulder.
oh, here's Connor.
You're gonna rap you on the other shoulder. And
Yeah.
you're gonna need a fucking army to come take that belt off me.
Fat Time MMA.
Hi guys, I'm Fatty Mema and I like to eat my own taco-filled shit. I got big fat man titties. Doobie dooba dog shit. I'm gay and steal content. Me and CSH Combat Sports play Star Wars with glow-in-the-dark condoms. Pew pew.
There you go. Fat Time MMA with the donation, making the MMA
Pew
whore
pew.
talk over there. All right,
pew.
so here, let's just talk about this fight real quick because we
Yeah.
are reacting to PFL number 7, and Sean O'Connell, who is one of the announcers, comes off the bench, the announcers table, and gets a victory in his last fight. Sean O'Connell back as the co-main event, fighting Bozigit Ataev. Do you think Sean O'Connell
He's
can...
a little flubber buddy, isn't he?
Well, he's been around for a little bit. He's
Look
18-9, 10 knockouts, 3 submissions.
Look at this guy.
Do you remember this guy?
Briefly.
We watched him. He was
I remember it.
announcing.
Yeah, I
He
remember
was
the
in
shit
a
talking
suit,
about his tattoos.
and he threw the suit off. It's like, fuck it, let's go fight. This is the beauty of PFL. He blew a kiss to the camera. He's kissing the audience. And here we go. All right, let's react to this fight over here, and then we're gonna go back into the Connor conversation. And Khabib, Bill Bookwalter is the co-main event of the evening for PFL number 7. We are your friends,
No.
the MMA-Holes. All right, Jesse, you want to call this fight over here as I get ready to start this clock?
Flubber buddy with the trashy tattoos is dancing around, tapping his head, getting
What
ready
is
for
a
the fight.
flubber buddy?
I just came
Oh,
up
you
with
just
it.
okay. I
Yeah.
thought it was like a kids' TV show,
Flubber buddy.
like a Teletubby.
Well, he's a little flubber, you know?
No,
You don't think
flubber
so?
buddy. All right.
Ataev clinches playoff spot with stoppage by second round. O'Connell clinches 2 seed with first round stoppage.
Oh, wow.
O'Connell in the yellow shorts. Is it Ataev? Ataev?
So he needs a first round
in the
stoppage.
black.
Hold on. So he needs a first round stoppage to get through to the next round. O'Connell. Is that what happened?
I guess.
Are you ready? What do you mean?
I said I guess because I'm not confirming because I don't want you
All
to
right.
think that I'm putting.
Fuck. So he needs a first round stoppage. If I caught the tail end of that.
Yes. O'Connell
So he
in the
needs a
yellow
finish.
shorts. Ataev in the black. Is it Ataev?
This is where it gets
Is that how
interesting,
you
right?
pronounce it?
Think about
Ataev?
this though.
Why are you not answering my question?
No, but here-
I've asked you like a million times.
Oh my goodness.
Is
you
it Ataev?
are an interesting person tonight. I have no idea. We have the volume muted, so I have
Can
no
you-
idea. Ataev maybe? I don't have no idea. You can call whatever the hell you want. Doesn't matter.
I'm an interesting person tonight.
Yes. Ooh, man. Oh shit.
O'Connell is knocked to the ground.
O'Connell's in trouble. Holy smokes. Ataev. I think it's Ataev. I would guess.
Ataev.
I could be wrong, but
You
Ataev
qualify.
sounds right. Man, Ataev is dunking his nuts in the back of O'Connell's head. O'Connell apparently needs a first-round finish, which makes PFL very interesting. If he doesn't get it, even if he wins the fight, it means jack shit. Race riots is Jose. Anyone blazing up Primo Canadian Ganja is his 2 joints. Ataev's got O'Connell in trouble, but O'Connell gets back up to the feet. Oh, the knee lands by Ataev. Ataev with a right, man, bombs. O'Connell's right eye is bludgeoned and bloodied. Jabs landing. Ataev is crisply landing those strikes. Pushes O'Connell back to the cage, and man, Ataev is vicious. O'Connell's face is all bloodied up. Ataev comes in with a left. Oh, the right lands on O'Connell, buckles his feet. O'Connell goes forward. He's like, fuck it. Let's keep this party going. The spinning. The spaghetti kick by Ataev hits the side of O'Connell's head, partially blocked. Let's see if Ataev blows his load in the first round over here. Knee to the chest by Ataev. I want to know what Ataev needs to move on.
The power behind Ataev.
We're going to open up the phone lines after this fight. It's the co-main event for PFL number 7, and O'Connell has flipped the script. Has Ataev's back to the fence. They're showing Kendall O'Connell, who is the wife, looks a little worried as she stands up in the crowd. O'Connell weathered the storm, has Ataev's back to the fence, but needs a finish in the first round with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. O'Connell needs to get to work. They're at a stalemate against the cage. O'Connell with an underhook, bleeding all over Ataev, looking to trip Ataev right now. O'Connell's
They're really
corner
pushing
yelling.
O'Connell.
Hmm?
In the bottom left corner.
Yeah, they're showing his corner and his wife. You gotta think, being part of the broadcasting team, they gotta be favoring him. Nice job by Ataev, spinning O'Connell around and puts him in trouble. O'Connell lands a nice left. 2 minutes left in the first round. Timeout. It looks like they're gonna check the cut of O'Connell. All right, stop the clock. Whoa. Stop the clock. A lot of blood on the face of O'Connell. Was there an illegal shot? What's going on here? Let me see. I think they're checking the cut.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, over the right eye. Nice. Ooh, beautiful. A nice little slice. A slice of life. He's opened up. He has a third eye. It looks like the doctor's like, yeah, that's a cut. That sucks. Go ahead. And they're keeping the fight going. It's a nice deep gash. But the medical guy is like, yeah, let's just keep this party going. Let's see some blood. And we will see some blood because O'Connell, he is fucked up. O'Connell comes back out. Let's start that clock over here. Ataev versus O'Connell. We're in the first round. I think both fighters need a finish here, showing the sense of urgency to move on into the playoffs. Only good fights are cuts or KOs.
No, Jose, you cannot go for 3 calls. You've had enough.
Yeah, well, O'Connell gets dropped with a left and a right. Ref stops the fight. Ataev gets the win.
Who saw that one
man. Ataev, with the gray in the beard, gets the win. Digs deep. Man, finishes O'Connell. God damn. I tell you what, so far, some decent finishes. Man, you got to feel for O'Connell. He gets to this point. Needs to get that win, that first round finish. Doesn't get it.
Another dive, says Brian Roger.
Well, he could go back to the broadcasting table. The wife looks upset. The wife's like, why did they call the fight? It looks like. Because your husband was getting mutilated. What, did you see the wife? The wife's looking over.
Is that what she asked?
Well, it looks like, why did they call the fight? Like she looked
she
concerned.
disappointed?
Like, why?
Really?
That's what I got out of that. So weird. The wife was like, yeah, your husband's on the floor with his face split open.
Let's just keep the fight going.
Man, oh man. The brother, that must have been his brother too over there. He looked just like him. Yep, O'Connell catches the L. And now we're going to go on to Rama versus Abdallah, the main event. All right, so let's open up the phone lines at 516-522-0267.
Could have been his sister. If his brother's there.
No, they said it was his wife.
Oh.
Yeah, they said it in the corner. All right, so let me know what you think. The phone lines are open. Be a goddamn celebrity. Call in on this wonderful Thursday night. And we got Kenshiro beats him to the punch. Ken, welcome back to the show.
So they must have Connor, Khabib, Wheaties Box Pettis, and Tony Kneecap Ferguson doing marketing, at least one big press conference that they sit there and let fans and reporters ask them like questions, and they'll just go off on each other. That's all we need.
So you're saying just one press conference? That's all you want?
Just one, because this is a very important fight for Khabib and Conor. Just big repercussions for the person who wins this.
All right, Ken. Thanks for the call. So Ken says he only wants to see one. Yeah, listen, one or two. I'm good. I want two. I want two press conferences.
One or
and
two
that's
big
it.
ones.
I want one right now. I want one immediately. I need one immediately in September. I need early September press conference. Get my fix of Mac versus Khabib.
More importantly, did Vlad just call you out on trying not to laugh?
Well, here's the thing. We don't have our ears in, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have this through a speaker, so the sound might not be perfect. But yeah,
Were you trying not
I couldn't
to
understand a
laugh?
goddamn word you were saying. All right, here we go. Uh-oh, we have trouble. We have the trifecta over here calling in.
Hi, I was wondering if Jessie Belle Hill was available. May I speak to Jessie Belle Hill, please?
Yes, let me put her on the phone. Hold on.
Sure.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's hit these
Hi.
buttons. Jesse?
Is this Jessie Belle Hill?
¿Qué necesitas?
Oh, hey, Jessie. Man, I am such a huge fan. Listen, I know that I give you a hard time, Jessie, but it's like the kid in kindergarten that used to push the girl he liked. All bullshit aside, you must have got some vitamin D, and I ain't talking about pills, because all of a sudden you're a fucking legit host. You got skills now. You're happy. You're cheery. You're animated. I like it.
Hold on.
Last topic I want to talk about. Last topic.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought, Jose. Hold
I
on.
hear Jose's new business has been shut down. As of now, we've already repossessed 12 illegal corn and fruit carts placed in various Texas locations. We have his cousins in custody and plan to ship them off unless he turns himself in. Your move, scumbag.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. That's terrible.
Hey, you know what? I'll fucking give it up to Ice. That was fucking clever. I like that one, bro. You take the cake for tonight. Last topic, Chris.
Yeah.
You know that I'm high on this fucking dude, Dominic Reyes. This is a fight that's completely under the radar. He's going to be fighting OSP coming up. Not sure which card it is, but this is the fucking coming out party for Reyes. OSP is a decent top 10 fighter only because light heavyweight is very shallow. I like OSP, but he's like win 2, lose 2, and he's going to get fucking KO'd in the first round by this Reyes guy, and this is where he fucking makes a name for himself. For everybody watching, you're a real fucking MMA fan, look this Dominic Reyes guy up.
All right,
He's the fastest light heavyweight. This is his coming out party. Mark my words.
All right, thanks for the call. Third time's a charm, and yeah, I did see that fight. By the way, I got to give Jose credit on it. He called out this Reyes kid before. The kid's good. He's really good. OSP's got his hands full. I got to find... Oh, shit. I got to find the card that this is on. Hold on a second. And Jesse, what do you think about Jose giving you that compliment? Oh, my God.
He told me I must have had some of the vitamin D.
Yeah.
Because I'm now animated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
Thanks, Jose.
But you're missing...
I appreciate the compliment. You're so kind.
You're missing the compliment behind it. You're
Yeah.
missing that compliment. You know, there was a compliment over there. All
Yeah,
right,
it's
here it is.
okay. I appreciate it, Jose. You're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, here we go. Yeah, it's 229. Oh, it's the Khabib card. Here we go. All right, Khabib versus McGregor. Let's look at this fight over here. Here it is. I knew I saw it as well. So Jose actually called back before. He called previously, and he said, look out for Dominic Reyes. And we're like, yeah, all right, cool. This guy's got some heavy hands. Jose was very high on him, and boom, he did some work, and he looked like the real deal over here going through his statisticals. He's on a 3-fight win streak, and they're all finishes. All finishes. So OSP's got his hands full, but OSP's been around for a minute, and people forget that OSP also took John Jones the distance, right? So, I mean, yes, it was a John Jones coming back, but still, OSP came in on short rest and did what he had to do. It's a tough fight. It's a good fight. And landing on UFC 229, love it. The main card is solidified, by the way, on UFC 229. We got McGregor versus Khabib. We have Ferguson versus Pettis as the co-main. We have OSP versus Reyes. Lewis versus Volkov. Waterson versus Herrig. A fight night card, other than Conor versus Khabib, turned into a superstar pay-per-view. I fucking love it. I love this main card going into the preliminaries. Only 3 fights here. Interesting. They're really trying to push the fight pass. Look at that shit. with the 4 fights. But we have Sean O'Malley. A lot of peeps from the chat like Sugar Sean O'Malley. I'm not sold on him yet. Maybe Quinones is the person that's going to convince me. Formiga versus Pettis. Pettis getting no love. Anthony Pettis is like, well, what the fuck? Why is my brother getting no love? He's a number 2 fighter over here, but he fights with the manlets, and unfortunately he gets demoted on this card. And we have Patrick versus Holtzman. But man, I love the main card, Jess. What do you think about this main card?
Yeah, I'm a fan. The 2 fights, of course, that
great.
Are the best are the co-main and the main event. But I think St. Preux is going to be a good fight as well. Same with Lewis. Especially Lewis coming back after that Ngannou fight. You know, it's kind of like you mentioned. Everything on the main card seems pretty good.
It's a great, Jesse, it's a great card. Great. And put aside the Lewis performance the last time. Volkov is going to fucking bring it. This dude is a killer coming from Bellator over here. Real killer, rising up the rankings. Derek Lewis has his hands full with this kid. And that's going to be some fire fight. Waterson versus Herrig. Out of the ladies, I'm pumped. I like this fight. I love the matchup. I love Waterson versus Herrig.
You're not a fan of Herrig, though, right?
No, Felice Herrig won me over. She really did. After she squeezed the shit out of Kish, she went on a little bit of a run over here. She's tough. Now, she's been in... There was a close decision. I think she lost the decision, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a close one over here. Felice Herrig is a badass. Don't let this 14-7 record fool you. She is a tough cookie. And yeah, it was a split decision her last fight. But before that, she was on a 4-fight win streak. 4-fight win streak. So Felice Herrig is really, really tough. The Karate Hottie, all they throw is good fighters against Karate Hottie. So it's nice to see something like this, like a Herrig thrown at Karate Hottie. I want to see what we got in this fight. Love the fight. In fact, I can't even look at this fight and give an immediate prediction. I'm like, I don't know. I honestly don't know who to pick in this fight, and that's what I love about it. It's a fantastic matchup. What Derek Lewis are we going to see in this fight? With Volkov, I mean, we're gonna see fireworks. We have to see fireworks. You said that with Ngannou, right? But now I really feel it. We're gonna see it. This is gonna be a good fight over here. OSP versus Reyes. Love this fight. Reyes undefeated, jumping up, and at number 12, it's a tough one. It's a tough one for OSP. And I mean, what can you say? What can you say about the co-main and the main? UFC 229 turned into something fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. Let's open the phone lines up and take a couple of calls before the main event. We're watching PFL number 7, and we're hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Jess, what's going on in that chat room? If you want to call in, let us know what you think about that UFC 229 card. It looks like a goddamn fire. I love it.
Roberto Hernandez says, how many Mexican Americans in MMA? LOL, including the ones with the fake last names.
All right, back to the phones. 773, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what is on your mind?
Cowboy Cerrone is just bitter because he knows his days are coming to an end. He's like 1-4 in his last few fights. He should just retire, or he's going to end up like Paul Bradley and Sean O'Connell. And besides, what's up with this PFL, man? They've got a bunch of washed-up fighters like Jake Shields and Paul Bradley. I don't want to watch some Brazilians and Dagestanis fight. They do put some young contenders in there that are not from Dagestan and Brazil. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yeah, it does. They are heavy on the Ruskies and the Brazilians. They are. But
I got to look at the ratings. For sure, this card isn't. The ratings can't be good on this card.
Okay.
For the PFL.
All right. Thanks for the call.
I don't know if Cerrone should retire.
All right, so yeah, well, he's close. He's not there yet. He's not there yet, but he's on death's door, Cerrone, and Perry's gonna put him away. Mike Perry. Now this makes the fight even more fascinating, right? Now Cerrone's got that chip on his shoulder and a chick on his shoulder, and he likes Mike Perry. He's a fan of Mike Perry. They've hung out, they've trained together, but they've gone fishing together. Like, he said nothing bad about Mike Perry. So, credit to Cerrone not throwing Perry under the bus. He could be equally as mad about Perry, you know, going in there and taking his thunder, and he didn't do that. So, that was a classy move. But I still think I see what the gym's doing. I understand what the gym's doing, and we've heard it a million times. You know what? We got to get Devin back on the show. Devin Clark. Devin, if you're watching, Devin Clark, who trains out of Jackson Wink, and I got to give him credit because he's answered questions about John Jones before. He happens to be good friends with him.
Well,
Devin,
he skips around it a little bit,
but he answered. You know, he could have been a dick about it, and he wasn't. He was, you know, he gave a politically correct answer, but you know, he fielded the questions. He could have been a complete prick. But Devin Clark, I'm gonna reach out to you, motherfucker. we're going to get you back on the show because I do want to hear a little internal. I know you're going to be politically correct, but I really need to hear from someone inside that gym. So Devin is our insider. We're going to reach out to you, Mr. Clark. So get ready. Check your DMs. I'm coming for you. I'm going to drag you on the show. Hit me with the ones in the chat if you want Devin to come back and talk about Jackson Wink. So, and he knows Cowboy. You know, he's trained with him. So he'd be a good one to talk to you about that. Let's open up the phone lines. 516-522-0267. One more fight. What do you think about PFL? Listen, there can fights, yes. But we're seeing...
some of them are pretty good, yeah.
We're seeing some good stuff. That last fight, that knee was...
Yeah.
I mean, not that last fight. The fight before it, the knee was ferocious. And then we had that knockout just now. Good stuff. All right. 215 live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? What's on your minds?
Hey, what's going on, motherfuckers? I just finished up a few auditions, so I figured I'd take a break and call in the MMA-Holes.
Oh, my
What's going
God.
on? It's Harvey.
Harvey, what's going on, Harvey? Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, not too much, man. Good stuff going on. Regards to the McGregor fight, man, I do want to see more press out of him. I got to see him talk. I got to see the shit talking. I kind of miss that.
Okay.
I don't feel the vibe yet of McGregor back. And, you know, with all the auditions that I got going on, I got to take a break, and I got to have some Connor around. What the hell?
You need more Connor in your life. Less potted plant, more Connor.
Yes, I gotta give the plant some plant food, and Conor McGregor, he can help out with that.
All right. Thanks for the call. Harvey Weinstein. There you go. Harvey calling in. The potted plant. The goddamn celebrity calling in. That's the real Harvey Weinstein.
He just got done doing some dishes.
Auditions.
And dishes.
Let's keep the phone lines open. I'm loving the phone calls tonight. 516-522-0267. Get in on the lines. Remember, we are live on YouTube, and we also have this, after this processes, we drop it on Podbean. So if you're listening on Podbean, make sure you give it a little heart, slap a heart on there. And yeah, Podbean, where can you find us, Jessie? On the MMAHoles.com and...
Podbean.
Yeah, just go to Podbean, type
go to
the MMA-Holes.
MMAHoles.com. Well, first of all, it's the MMAHoles.podbean.com or the MMAHoles.com. On the very top, there's the little podcast thing.
I gotta make that bigger. Look how small that is. 523 live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your minds?
503.
503. Oh, Ann H. God damn, why is it so fucking small? Anyway, Ann, welcome back to... All right, so now this is the perfect person for the conversation that we had before, right? The Cowboy Cerrone extraordinaire fan, the fan of the hour. And listen, first off, I apologize for my harsh words on Cowboy, but we're running a show here, and I have to be as honest as possible. But we need your side of the story.
Ann, will you be Chris's co-host for 2 minutes while I pee?
There we go.
Sure.
Thank you, Ann. I appreciate your contribution.
And hi, Jessie.
Hi, Ann. I love you.
Love you too.
All right, Ann. It's me and you, kid. All right. Talk to me. I want to hear about Cowboy Cerrone. What do you think about the whole situation?
Well, I think it's like I don't really know like a gym or a fight place. So like Ken was saying, he makes more sense because I don't know how it is. So I just go by what I have seen or read. But I'm with Cowboy. I'm sorry. I don't think sometimes those gyms are, a lot of them are out for the money. You know, who knows? But I'm on Cowboy's side.
Cowboy all the way.
Whether he was drinking or not, and from what I saw a little bit, I guess it wasn't right away he was drinking. So when he was ranting.
Yeah, no, he didn't start the interview.
I
well,
mean,
we don't
he
know.
was drinking, but.
We don't know what he's doing. I tell you what, he's just like, yeah, give me that joint. Let's have a beer. Let's dip. I mean, he parties, huh? That's one thing about him. He likes to party.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. All right. So, Ann, I know. Listen, here's the tough part. If you're a fan of a fighter, this is a rough sport, right? Any sport's rough when you're a fan of an athlete and it starts to get to the end, right? And I think we can agree Cowboy has a couple of fights left in him, and then what's next, right, for Cowboy? But he's a Hall of Famer. That's what he is. So regardless of what he does from this point on, it doesn't matter. His legacy is solidified. So with that being said, how hard is it as a fan to see, Cowboy go through this? The gym that he's been with forever kind of turned their back on him, and now he only probably has a couple of fights left. And is it tough to see your fighter go down like this?
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, it's sad to see that, and happen. Like you said, he's been with him a long time, and you know, he may be doing his own thing on the side, like you said, but, you know, he's been with them forever. And it's like, I just don't think it's right how they're treating him. And whether they said, well, they're going to, you know, coach his corner. Well, okay, can you gotten some other coaches for Cowboys corner? You know, kind of make it fair like they do on Tough. You know, hey, our guys, I'm not going to get in the middle of it. You know, stuff like that. But, hey, it is what it is. And, yes, I do agree. He probably only has a few more fights left. And I do think he's going to be a Hall of Famer, whether anybody agrees with me or not. He just because he doesn't have a championship belt doesn't mean that anything. But he's you know, he's one of the best. I mean, you can say he sucks now and everything, but you can't deny how good he is. So,
will you cry when he retires? Be honest.
Probably will. Yes, I probably will. It will be hard.
Can you do it live in the MMA Holes? What we're gonna do is we're gonna get you on a hangout, and then Cowboys' last fight. We're gonna do a fight, buddies, and we're gonna have NH live, and you must cry. We need you to cry. We need NH tears.
I will. Okay, I will cry. I won't laugh. I'll cry.
Yes. All right. And thank you so much for the call. We have the main event of the evening, and are you going to be around for Fuko Friday tomorrow?
Yeah, I hope so. Maybe not.
All right.
I might be out and about again.
You better be, Ann.
Fridays are busy.
Fridays,
weekends busy. I'm sorry.
No excuses. This is the MMA Holes.
Unless it's for sex, then you can.
Yeah, unless you and Mike H are hitting the casting couch.
That's right. All right.
Marco Polo.
All right, Ann, thanks for the call. Ann H calling in. All right, so here is the main event of the evening. PFL number 7, Ramy versus Abdallah. I don't think this is going...
Look at the tiger going from his back all the way around to his stomach.
These two look fired up, and we're going to react to this on the MMA Holes. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thanks for the calls. The likes, I appreciate the likes. How many likes we got right now? Where are we at? 58. Two more. Let's do it. 2 more likes. We got 70 people watching on YouTube live. Check us out on Podbean. We're going to upload this.
I was going to say, the MMAHoles.com. There is a Podbean or a podcast right up top that you can click on, or you can go to the actual podcast button where it gives you the whole page of the MMAHoles.podbean.com.
Super simple. The MMAHoles.com, or just go to Podbean. All right, so the fight has begun. Abdallah versus Rama. We have, oh shit! Rama lands fucking right that buckled Abdallah, but Abdallah shakes it off. What a chin. The right eye of Rama, though, is cut open in the first round. Rama going for a takedown against the fence, trying to trip his opponent, pulling away from the cage. Rama not getting that work done, as Abdallah doing a good job staying on the feet. Back
Do you
against the
recognize
cage.
either of these names?
Oof. Next, we did see the fights, but there's so many fighters. It's tough to remember all these guys. Needed ahead by Abdallah against the fence. First round of the main event, Rama versus Abdallah. We have the battle of the terrorists going down. Maybe it's the nose.
What did you just say?
You don't just laugh. You just let me fucking say stupid shit. 20 likes.
20 likes.
Yes! I've got fucking 20 likes.
20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes.
Sing.
20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. I hope the dislikes die of leprosy.
We got a good fight going down in the first round. Rama versus Abdallah. Abdallah looking to get the job done, seeing blood dripping. The nose is busted open from Rama. This is a 3-round fight, the last fight of the regular season. Would go. Oh, an uppercut lands by Abdallah. Abdallah with the uppercut lands flush on the face. Nice jabs by Rama. But Abdallah is the one that's winning in the flurries and moving forward. Rama spins him around and drops a left. Clinching up is Abdallah, but Rama gets the underhook, pushing to the fence, going for a throw, does not get it. Abdallah does a good job staying on the feet again. How about the tattoo on Rama?
I pointed that out
already. That fucking Tony the Tiger draped around his whole entire midsection.
I pointed that out.
And okay, well, I'm giving you an accurate. What is? I can't describe it. You're gonna be like, well, I pointed that. Well, I want to describe the fucking tattoo. Anyway, more shots land. Rama spits the blood out, charging forward. Abdallah lands a left of his own. Now we see some blood on the head, the forehead of Abdallah. Both fighters wearing blood as this first round is in the midsection. Back to the middle of the cage. Both fighters go. We got a bloodbath. Both exchange and land.
Abdallah looked rocked.
Man, both fighters are landing flush. Oh, a nice right by Rama, but Abdallah swings out of it, resets to the middle of the cage. The chins. Fantastic chins by both fighters. How long is this going to hold up? That tattoo is super distracting. It's crazy. Rama's tattoo, the tiger draped around his body. The ass on the back. The head draped around his ribcage. And then he has a snake wrapped around his arm. Must have taken a couple of sittings for those tattoos. Knee to the body by Rama. Rama finding his range. Abdallah trying to swing out of the trouble. And does. Interesting fight. 1 minute, 35 seconds left in the first round of Rama versus Abdallah. PFL number 7. I'm kind of looking forward to the playoffs. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I don't hate PFL. There's been some cards that are like meh, but I like this, man. Listen, we don't really know who these guys are, but goddamn, it's fun to watch. We just love watching fights, right? That's what it comes down to. Knee to the body by Rama. Abdallah pushes forward. Rama spins him back around, and both fighters landing again. We see a little more huffing and puffing going down with 1 minute left in the first round. Close one. Who do you got winning this round? Rama's just spitting blood across the cage.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Rama on this one. Rama seems like the higher aggressor for the first round, and Abdallah seems to have gotten rocked twice, I've counted so far.
This is close. Well, Abdallah landing 23 punches to 15. Kicks in favor of Rama 10-6, but the striking percentage of Rama 63% to 29%. Under 30 seconds left in the first round as we're reacting to these fights. Thanks for hanging with us. We're going to shut it down after this. Thank you for the donations, the likes, everyone that supports this show. We do appreciate it. Hope you guys have some fun as we all watch these fights together.
Hi, Tim F.
Tim F., welcome back. Tim F., a swole MMA hole. 5 seconds left in the first round, and we're getting out of it. Good first round. A lot of action between the two. I tell you what, I don't know who got that first round. I might be with you on this one. It's really close. Super chat.
Chris, give Jessie a kiss.
Okay.
Give me a kiss, Chris. Stop.
Where should this kiss be?
Stop.
All right.
Wonderful.
Hope everyone fapped. That's the beginning of our love making right there. I bite the top of her head.
That's how it starts every time.
Yeah, I bite the top of your head and then we fornicate. All right. So if you want to see that, if you're just listening to the podcast, check us out on YouTube, the MMA-Holes. All right. So the first round is done. And, yeah, we're going into the second one. Good fight. Good stuff. I'm curious to see how the fight reactions sound on replays on the podcast. You know, if fight buddies don't translate well onto the podcast, we may not upload those. So we're gonna need your feedback. The community needs to tell us what works and what doesn't work. So we're gonna be testing out things with the podcast.
I'm excited for the podcast. I'm excited to see. I'm trying to figure out a way for iTunes to see what can benefit us through it, but I mean, I'd like to see how far we can expand it with the podcast.
There's a lot of options, and like Jessie was saying before, you know, not everyone has. Oh, a right lands by Rama. Not everyone has the opportunity to, you know, constantly watch. Sometimes you're working. Sometimes you're doing other things. You just want to listen. And there is a lot to listen to, especially with the donations tonight. Jesus, the callers, the donators, 100% on your A game. Perfect stuff. I don't know what this was. Why did I'm like, I was trying to do something.
Trump. That was the Donald Trump. Everything is going to be okay.
Yeah. 80s fist grab. Or
80s fist grab.
That's right. We haven't done that in a little bit. You never know when it's coming.
Abdallah is getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah, Rama looking good right now. Right in the back of Abdallah. Puts a hook in. Abdallah in trouble. Now looking for a mount. Rama mounts Abdallah. Abdallah in trouble. They're showing the corner, and they wisely go away from that because Abdallah's in deep doo-doo right now. Rama going for the neck. Abdallah squirming out of it. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second round. Rama is riding Abdallah. Hooks in. Rama looking for the neck again. Pulls Abdallah.
Look at all that blood.
Yeah, see, the blood's the problem. They're too sweaty. They're too bloody. And Rama cannot get a sub going down here because we got a lot of action. He needs a stoppage by strikes, and that's what he's going for.
Face is almost massacred.
We got a little bit of a bloodbath here. Oof. Yeah, Abdallah's fucked. He's up Schitt's Creek right now. He gives up his back. Rama throws a couple of rights. Goes for the neck again. But they are just slipping and sliding. Rama puts the right hand down on Abdallah. Abdallah's just trying to squirm, trying to stay alive from the bottom. Rama's corner looks very proud right now, and they should be, because Rama's dominating in the second round. Has he lost over a pint of blood yet? Anyone notices Brian Royder? Not yet, but man, he is cut up. Rama keeps going for that choke. I don't know if he's going to get it this slippery right now. You can see the left hand of Abdallah on the cage, the blood trickling down on the floor, and Abdallah's just wiping it all over the mat like Bob Ross. I don't think he's going to get the choke with all this sweat and blood, right? Now here comes Abdallah going back to the feet. Abdallah has one hand down, so he can't hit with that knee. Now Rama's going for another takedown. They're slipping and sliding on the blood. It's an ice rink of blood. And Abdallah's back. He's back up. He fixes his face.
I can't even believe this guy's standing right now.
Jesus Christ. He's saved by the blood. Gets back up to the feet, and they're both throwing. Oh, the head kick by Rama lands on Abdallah. Abdallah drips the blood, and Abdallah's fucking hurt. He's really
done.
hurt. The left eye's all swollen. The right side of his face is covered in blood. But he's still fighting off the fence. He's still keeping it in there. Abdallah lands a right. God damn, the guy's tough. Rama's trying to do anything he can to finish it on the feet. Lands a couple of rights. The left side of Rama's face is all fucked up, too. What a fight. Crazy stuff, huh, Jess?
I'm like captivated right now. I'm so focused on Abdallah. I can't even understand how this guy was standing. He's on his knees now.
And it says, oh my God, there will be blood. There is blood. If you are not watching PFL number 7, the main event, we got some blood going on. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful sight. Rama takes Abdallah down with 1 minute and 5 seconds left in his second round. Rama trying to do some work.
Abdallah's just giving up. He's just laying there.
All right, here we go. Going for that choke again. You know what? Abdallah might just give up eventually.
It's so crazy.
Oh, here we go. Taking the back again. Hooks are in.
Stretched out.
Abdallah trying to fight the hands and stay alive. Rama going for the choke. And I think Abdallah's just going to give up. I mean, oh, fuck. Nope.
This guy is relentless.
He's using that fucking blood. And he's just sliding out of every submission attempt by Rama. You got to think Rama's just going to have to get on top of him and just... Holy shit!
Rama's going to get exhausted.
Abdallah fucking reverses it. Oh, a knee lands. Rama looks like he's out on his feet. He shakes it off. Another knee lands. Abdallah with a flying knee. Holy shit.
Where did this energy come from?
Abdallah digs deep and lands multiple knees to the head of Rama. What the fuck?
Rama got rocked.
Back up to the feet. What a crazy fight.
You see him slide across the mat.
Wow, round is over.
What?
An amazing fight of heart
by
these two.
I am impressed. I will give it to him. I am impressed.
God damn. Abdallah doing some work. Crazy stuff over here. Absolutely crazy stuff. We're going to the third round. Rama is doing everything he could to finish the fight, but constantly he's going for that submission and can't get it because it's too slippery. Abdallah's just too slippery. Abdallah waits for his moment, gets back up and drops like 3 knees on the dome of Rama, including a flying knee.
Llama.
The llama.
An angel.
The fucking llama is fighting. There's a llama fighting a man. It's ridiculous. They're showing some highlights here. Good stuff. I like this card. So even though we were taking phone calls and fucking off, there's some good finishes. I kind of want to rewatch it. Good stuff here. PFL delivering. PFL, the regular season winding down and totally delivering. Fantastic stuff. Third round is about to begin. They're trying to clean up the amount of blood.
They're
both
checking
corners.
Abdallah's
Oh,
vision.
shit. They stopped the fight. A medical stoppage. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Abdallah. The ref looks at Abdallah's face. They stopped the fight. Abdallah's crying. Oh, my God. This is heartbreaking right now. Abdallah's looking around. He's like, I'm fine. Wow. Rama looks over with concern like, holy shit, this is not how I want it to go down. This is a shame. The left side.
Can you imagine? All of his dreams just got completely crushed.
This is heartbreaking. You look at Abdallah. Abdallah was going for the third round. He is crying on the
He wanted
shoulders.
to go another round.
So it looks like the left side of Abdallah's face. This is really interesting. It's got to be his orbital. His orbital's got to be fucked up. Now you got Rama taking out the mouthpiece.
What?
It's got to be the left side. He must have broke his fucking face.
This poor guy.
Holy shit. Crazy stuff. Stops the fight. And the cut is worse on the face of Rama.
That's so fucked up.
Wow. Oh my God. Pro lost 2, says Do Chronic. That is fucked up, says NH. They got to run this back one.
What?
This is horrible. Horrible stuff.
He wanted to go another round. He was good to go.
You know, I mean, yeah, the left side looks pretty fucked up on Abdallah. It's swelling some more. They're putting some ice on it. But his left side of his face is fucked.
The doctor hardly talked to him. Barely gave him a chance to have the option.
It's funny. We've seen fighters in worse shape. Their face look in worse shape.
Just completely crushed this guy's dreams.
Well, it's tough to tell. Man, oh man. It's tough to tell. Apparently, this guy... Well, yeah, that left side of his face. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think in the chat? Do you think the doctor made a mistake stopping his fight? I'm going to say no because, I mean, the doctor felt his face. He must have felt something seriously wrong that stopped the fight. But when you look at him, I mean, he looks fucked up, but it doesn't look like they should have stopped the fight. It's bizarre.
He's putting a white towel over his head.
The Dark Project, it's on NBC Sports Net, but it's over. It's over. If you're just jumping in, the fights are over.
Oh, he did it out of respect.
What happened?
He put a towel over his head when he took the win. He put a towel over his head out of respect to his opponent.
Yeah, Rama is being very classy here. Takes the win by stoppage, putting the towel over the head out of kind of shame. Wow. What a respect. Really weird ending.
This poor guy. All of his dreams were just crushed.
Yeah, we got a Fire Stick, David. We got rid of cable, so we're watching this on DirecTV Now. Why don't you sponsor us, DirecTV Now? What are you doing? But yeah, Fire Stick plus DirecTV Now equals super cheap ways of watching TV. We get access. We get fucking FS2. Like, so many people don't even get FS2, and we pay $35 a month. It's ridiculous. We get over 100 channels, $35 a month. It's insane. I don't even know why anyone pays for cable. Yeah,
the last fight before the playoffs.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. Oh, well.
Rama, oh, well.
It's not my fucking face.
This is so sad.
Jesse, call him a ambulance. All right, read a couple more comments from the chat. Thank you for joining us tonight. A good, fun night. I had a lot of fun tonight. It's always fun hanging out with the Holes. But what do we got in the chat, Jess?
We should let these guys fight until someone drops dead, says Staley02. Van Shipman says, producer said, no more blood. NH says, what respect, Rama. Duke Chronic says, gotta protect fighters from themselves. Steve Johnson says, dying is the only correct way to lose a fight. Thanks, brother, says David Flores Jr. I guess it's like what JBH said, out of respect, says Drunk Savage. Harvey Weinstein says, YouTube TV is the tits. Isaiah Moore says, fighter safety gotta come first. Fighters are aware of it. Brian Rager, gotta trust the doc. These were Bin Laden's guys. They would have died in there if you let them. A9 Jewel says, LOL. Chris, Duke Chronic says, if his eye was messed up, he don't want to lose it. David Flores Jr. says, Steve, I agree. Staleo2 says, Jesus dying was sad. Drunk Savage says, Mario Yamasaki should become a fight doctor. And H says, gotta protect the fighters. Good night, everyone, says Wicked World. Jose Rodriguez says, love JBH.
Good night to my friends, the MMA Holes. If you're looking over here on Tapology, well, We got Alencar gets the win, 3rd round, unanimous. We got Ferreira gets the win. Everyone on the left side of the card getting the win tonight. He gets a knockout, KO, TKO. That's right, by punches in the round numero 1. We have Bezerra, who gets the finish, a flying knee, 1st out of 3. Gets that done with 324. We have Ataev gets a win with KO stoppages in the 1st round as well. And then we have a weird finish to Rama versus Abdallah. Good fight, gets a stoppage before he can't even get off the bench, right? That's it. The 2nd round gets done. Doctor says no 3rd round, and Rama moves on. So, interesting card, fun card. I had a great time tonight. And, Jess, what do you think overall?
It was a pretty good card. I'm a little disappointed with the last fight, but it got us to watch, so...
It was good. Listen.
I guess there's some sort of entertainment value in someone's dreams being crushed on national television.
Sucks for them. All right. That's that. Jessie, thank you. MMA-Holes, thank you. We'll be live again tomorrow for Fubar Friday. We'll see you on Podbean. Check out Podbean for the audio version of this. And Jessie, last words.
Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole.